Hey friends, I want to talk about a skill that I use in conversations called echoing. I have a lot of conversations, many conversations. Basically, my day is one big conversation. Sometimes I'll have 6 or 7 Zoom calls a day. Sometimes when I'm in a major city, I'll have 6 or 7 things on my calendar every day. And I love that for me. I love that way of life. And also it's a lot. And it can be hard to, it can be hard in a lot of ways, but one thing is it can be hard to pay attention sometimes. I think in some ways I have a pretty refined relationship with my concentration and with my attention and with my awareness. And that's from a lot of meditation practice and a lot of exposure to different styles of psychotechnologies and stuff, whatever. And my experience of having that intimacy with my own attention is that I notice very quickly if I'm distracted, or I notice if I'm concentrated, and it's easy to focus on the things that I find interesting. And so if I have 6 or 7 conversations a day, I'm probably enjoying most of those. I wouldn't be able to sustain it if I didn't enjoy them. But sometimes the human body just kind of hits a limit, and I will find that I'm distracted and having a hard time paying attention to what someone is saying. And I would like to. So this technique, echoing, is something I use in that situation where I want to pay attention to what someone is saying, but I'm just tired and my attention is kind of wearing thin, almost as a muscle. And this is a way to sort of kickstart it so that I can pay attention again. And echoing is very simple. If someone's saying something, then you echo it back to them. If someone's saying something, then you echo it back to them. Not aloud, as I just did just now, but in your head. As they speak, word by word, you say it in your head. As they speak, word by word, you say it in your head. But with each phrase after each phrase. With each phrase after each phrase. For whatever reason, this just does it for me, where I go from distracted and having a hard time understanding what they're saying to pretty focused and able to track the meaning of what they're saying. It especially helps me with things that are very technical or very complicated. I often find it's easy to get distracted or disassociated when someone's kind of pouring a lot of information into my head that's very complicated. When there's a sequence of very involved information coming at me. Someone's telling me about a software library they're making, or the intricacies of how a certain legal structure works or something. I guess this maneuver is especially useful when I'm not interested in the object level thing that's being said, but I do care about the person that's saying it or the context of the conversation. And so I want to be able to understand and remember what they're saying, despite being somewhat averse to the thing that they're saying or not wanting to learn it in and of itself. If I'm interested in something, you almost have to get me not to focus on it. But this is for when I'm inclined to not focus on something, or I'm just tired and distracted. I will say it's also really useful to me in conversations to just name, hey, I got distracted there. Could you say that again? And yeah, it requires a little bit of vulnerability. It requires being honest, but people really appreciate it, and they've been distracted before, and 9 out of 10 times they're gonna be like, okay, sure, and they just say it again, and then you're back on track. So those are some things that have worked for me when I am distracted in conversation, when I'm having a hard time focusing on what's being said, but I would like to, and hope it works for you.